I am the amazing Monticup. Is my first name the? Actually, my show is Monticup and Magic. It's a comedy magic show, and I want everybody to come to the Gateway on the 29th to see my show at 7 p.m. In fact, the whole weekend is Magic Weekend. We have magicians on Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and of course I'm there at 7 p.m. and we have strolling magicians at the local restaurants. So I hope everybody can make it. Started this, I performed at the Gateway back in April with my Monticup is Magic show, and it was such a hit, and the Wayne Theater people loved it so much, they said, can we do an entire weekend of magic? I said, sure, why not? And I got some magicians together, and we picked this weekend. It's a nice weekend, a fall weekend coming up, and hopefully all of Waynesboro will show up, and part of Harrisonburg and Stanton, and Waterville. So, anyway.
Maybe one last sales pitch for the show, and I'll...
Oh, yes. You can get your tickets at the door at the Gateway, or you can call the Gateway, or actually the Wayne Theater, and get advance tickets. It's not a very big theater, so it's going to fill up quickly, especially for my show, the 7 o'clock show. I don't know about the 2 o'clock show, but all the shows are going to sell out, so get there early. All the magicians are professional magicians, and be there. See, I'm 19 now, so I started later in years when I was 3. Before that, I was a professional dancer, but the music threw me off, so I had to get out of that. I actually started when I was 7, and I'm a little older now, so almost like 50 years in magic. Oh yeah, a magician came into my dad's store when I was 7. My dad had a TV repair shop, so I came out. That was the first time I saw a live magician, and he was dressed like a magician, and he said to my dad, I'm Professor Bizette the magician, I want my TV fixed. And my dad says, you're a magician, you fix it. And I can even remember the first trick he did. He had these wooden balls that multiplied in his hand that were going through his body. And we went over to his house that night to fix his television, and it was all full of magic. And we knocked at the door, and it opened by itself. We didn't see anybody. We went from room to room, and all of a sudden, him and his wife were sitting on the couch. And we took the back off the TV. Now the TV's unplugged, so it can't play. And his wife was a ventriloquist, and she was making the TV talk. So I'm 7 years old, and I'm behind the TV, and I hear, let me out of here. I go, Dad, the TV's talking, and they're laughing. And on the way home, I said, Dad, I want to be a magician. And he said, well, you can do it as a hobby. I mean, you need a real job. You got to repair televisions. So good thing I didn't. Do you repair TVs today? And I did magic throughout high school. I was the only one I got paid to go to my senior prom, and opened a magic shop in Albany, New York in 1971, and kept my walk-in shop even when I moved down here into Charlottesville. We had our shop, and in 2001 we closed our walk-in shop. The internet got so busy, and now we're just magictricks.com, and one of the largest online magic stores. You can Google magic, will probably come right up first. You can buy tricks online, but what's unique about the site, I do all my magic demo videos. Say you wanted to buy this rope trick, and it's not just a description, you can click on the video and see me performing the trick. We also have a section where you can learn free magic. I did videos showing you how to do tricks with cards and coins. We have a history section where you can search magicians and Houdini, and it's a great website. In fact, I'm going to look at it later. It makes everybody feel like a kid, and plus I think it's not the trick, it's the magician's presentation, and I like to be funny and do some funny stuff with magic rather than just pulling a rabbit out of my hat. We always, like every magician, give a magician enough rope, he'll do a rope trick. And we'll tie a knot. Is it not? And let's see, yeah, it's a pretty good knot. I guess that's a good knot. I'm going to show you the world's fastest knot, so don't blink an eye, or don't let your eyes leave your head. Are you ready? There it is. That is fast. Hold your applause, please. And this is only a part of what you're going to see. For Magic Weekend, you're going to see rope tricks, card tricks, and even a fire eater we have. So let's see if I can remember how to tie a knot here. I hope I can. I get a little, oh, I think I broke the rope. What happened here? Now we have a loop. Maybe I can put it back together. Here we go. There we go. Okay, that's better. You've seen where the magician cuts the rope in half and restores it? Yeah, good. I don't have to do that one. I hate that one. But I don't have any scissors or anything sharp. I guess I can just go like that. And now, do we have a rope with 4 ends, or is it just 2 pieces of rope? That's the magic question.
Hi, I'm Steve Pittella, known as Steve the Magic Guy. I've been in magic for, 35 years or so. Was a professional clown for 20-something years. Then unfortunately the clown kind of went the way of the cowboy and Indian, and computers came in and technology, and it just wasn't quick enough to keep the children's attention, and the creep out factor for clowns seemed to have gone up. So gave up clowning. I've always had a love of sideshow. That's how I got involved in magic. Went to the World's Fair in Flushing Meadow Park in New York, and so Mark Wilson with the Headless Woman was absolutely amazed and said, one day I'm going to have one of those. And I did, and I started to go to a magic shop on 34th Street in Manhattan, Flosso's Magic Emporium, the oldest magic shop in the country. Got friendly with Al Flosso. Every Saturday I would take the subway in from Brooklyn, stop at the coffee shop on the ground floor, bring up a bag of coffee, and a bag of donuts and a cup of coffee, and that was my tuition. I'd lay him on the counter, and Al let me sit there all day long and watch what was going on. And then he saw I was serious and started to introduce me to some of the famous magicians as they came in. And then as I got older, I was invited into the back room, which was an honor unbelievable. And Al spent his younger days as a Coney Island performer, the original Coney Island faker it was billed at. And through Al, I met a lot of old sideshow people where I learned a lot of sideshow skills: fire eating, human blockhead, lying on bed in nails, walking a ladder of swords. And from there, it just kind of grew. But I made my living as a clown for most part. It's the wonder. It's the wonder, and as we grow older, that wonder seems to kind of drift away. So my catchphrase is kind of remember the wonder. That wonder you feel as a child, that I felt when I saw the Headless Woman sitting in that chair, moving without her head and tubes coming out of her neck. I remember that to this day, the way it looked. And I finally built myself a Headless Woman. And I spent part of my career building and designing illusions and magic props for some of the most famous magicians in the New York area at the time. And I said, as for myself as a hobby, I reconstruct a lot of those old sideshow illusions, and now I have them in my house, all set up and ready to go. And on occasions like this, I get to break them out and play every now and then. Someone has always picked something up along the line, and I said, being a professional, you're willing to share with someone else you know who's a professional, and will get use out of that bit of knowledge, and that's what it's all about. And I don't care what Peter says, the 2 o'clock matinee, the Children's Family Show, will be the most attended show of the Magic Weekend. There. I said I was a professional entertainer in New York. My wife put up with for 25 years. When we decided to move, we said, all right, it's your turn. What do you want to do? And this is what she wanted to do. So we moved to Virginia. And I have to give credit where credit is due. It's because of the Monticups that we're in the area. And they made the transition much easier for us. We couldn't have done it without the help. It was great. We opened the cafe, and now magic and the sideshow is a hobby. It's something I do because I enjoy it, not on a regular basis. It's great. I think it's great that the Gateway and Claire is willing to bring a different type of variety entertainment to the Valley. There's a lot of entertainment in the Valley, but a lot of it is musical. There is so much available in the way of novelty entertainment that's missing in the area. And I think it's great that he's opened up the area. Magic is terrific. Being in the area and having the boardwalk, I've met a couple people. I've actually had 2 fire eating students right here. One a professional belly dancer, and another an amateur magician in the area who decided he was always impressed with sideshow, and I've taught him fire eating. But I said I think the weekend is great. There's a local magic club, an IBM ring, the International Brotherhood of Magicians. I'm a member. Those will be the gentlemen who'll be doing the strolling magic in the different restaurants and businesses in town. And everyone's just real excited that magic is getting a chance to be seen in the valley. And I said, hopefully it will continue as a Waynesboro tradition. A quick little fire reading. I said Peter has invited me to his show, I'm sure to help fill seats, to add a little fire reading to his side show. But so we're just going to do a quick little demonstration of fire reading here. Now before we go any further, I just want to assure everyone that there is no such thing as fake fire. There is no cold fire. If there was, it would make my life a lot easier. Here we go. Excellent. Hot tongue sandwich. And that's a little fire reading.
This is one of the illusions you will see. We will have Miss Electra here doing that. But of course, she's performing. She's on the road, but be back for the 29th show. So we're going to have Steve the Magic Guy and Fire Reader. You ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
Okay. On his tongue. Whoa! Look at that! You better blow it out. You're the Fire Reader. I can't. There it is. Gentlemen, that's just a sample of what you will see. Magic Weekend, the 28th and 29th. Be there. I'll be there. Steve will be there. All the magicians will be there. We hope you can come too.
See you then.